Alrighty, guys, it is 3:30 this Tuesday, June 16th, and finally, looks like we're getting a little bit of a run up here. It's it's been like a net down day. Haven't gone very far at all. It's in terms of well, on the ES, I haven't gone too far, but on the Nasdaq, we have a pretty good down day going. Now, overall, this morning we were talking about buying weakness for rotations up. It looks like that did not work out very well. We got the early weakness, but it never recovered, at least for now, at least yet. Now we'll see what happens. We had that little flush here at the very end, going into that 3:30 time frame. Let's see if that turns into a recovery or if that's going to just keep going lower from here. So that's kind of the question mark. Sometimes you get these flushes at the very end, and then they pretty much take it higher from there. I can't tell which direction they're going to go, but right now, given the rest of the day, I would just take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. Put it that way. It's I'm inclined to lean towards the short side, but I've seen this stuff before, late in the game like that, and then you get the like a non-stop squeeze to the upside. So it could be that developing, but watch the lower end of this range. They start trading below the 400s on the Nasdaq, or like the ES already retracing a bit. I would stay on the short side on the ES for now. They're retracing a bit. Nasdaq hasn't quite started, but if Nasdaq takes out the 400s, yeah, we're back on the short side on the Nasdaq too. I did take a few trades and or the trade on the ES. That was this guy right there. I tried to get short on the way up here. He faded way too much heat, scratched that trade, and haven't done anything since then. The ES went sideways, so I kind of lost interest on the ES. Now they get a little bit after 2 o'clock. They get a little bit of traction to the downside. The Nasdaq has just been on a steady squeeze to the downside. I did try a long trade over here on that retest at support as the DE level. That's what that was at the 550s. That's my first retest failure type trade. Did not work. I scratched it. Took a little bit of heat, scratched it, got a few bucks out of it. I tried one more trade, a short side on the way down here. Tried a short trade, had a break-even trade going, got shaken out just to see it kind of run lower. So that was just okay. But then again, if you see it ran lower, then they had that terrible squeeze after that. And I was just taking out anyone which tried to sit in a short trade. So it would have been a break-even trade no matter what, unless I've been taking profit early. But if I didn't, that would have been just a break-even trade. Right now, though, it's question mark is where they're going to go. So is this going to be the last half hour of bargain hunting, which could be very well be the case, or are we going to see further weakness? We'll see. We find out for tomorrow. Now, tomorrow morning, we get the not employment situation. We get the Fed announcement. So we have a fair amount of news tomorrow morning. We had retail sales at 8:30. We have business inventories, pending home sales at 10. Also, Atlanta Fed business inflation expectations. We get an oil report, and then we have a Fed announcement at 2 with a 2:30 press conference. Now, this is the first meeting with the new Fed chair is going to be presiding, so it's going to be an interesting react. See how the market reacts to it. So it's going to be an interesting afternoon tomorrow. But we'll see where they end up closing right now. It looks to me like both of them are retracing down here, so I'll probably stay on the short side right now and see if they're going to try to run it lower or not. If they trade up above this, the 7600 on the ES, or back up above that 400s on the Nasdaq, 410, 420, I should say, on the Nasdaq, then look for a potential retracement. So it could still retrace. It's hard to say, but it hasn't shown a lot of strength all day. So we'll see if we get that late little bargain hunt rally or not. On the bond market, it's kind of died off if they took it higher. So, and that's why I don't really trade it on this the 20-year auction day. So we had a kind of a sloppy day, a little pop here going in getting into the noon hour. Then they ran it up into 2 o'clock into resistance right here at the 1308s, and then just went sideways from there. So this would usually be a spot I try to get short, but late in the day with the potential 20-year auction behind us, not going to touch it. So not done anything on this guy. I did take a couple of crypto trade or coin-based oil trades. One was a small loser, the other one was a little bit bigger winner. So I'm back up about on that one. So here we are And this is the lower left chart. That's the one I took a trade on. And as you can see, we had, well, these are the trades back here. I tried 2 short trades, 1 short trade there, and they got stopped out. One another short trade had a good, and they took profit down here at the lower the channel. So I made my money back on that trade. Thereafter, they took it even lower. So, but I was just going to, when you're making up a loss, this is an obvious spot to try to take profit. So I did. But they've been all the way down here to 75. So oil is cratering in a big way, and it's we'll see if they can get that deal signed on Friday. That would keep everything going. All right, so there we have it. Back to the ES and the Nasdaq, and we'll see where they're going to go going into this last half hour. Are we going to get some strength, or are we going to get further weakness? Right now, it looks weakness. So I will probably stay on the short side for now, at least. We have a good rotation if they start taking out that 7600 rotation or the 460 rotation on the Nasdaq. We know that we are retracing at that point. So those are the 2 options going into the close. I think I'm done for today, so I'm up like $11 on the Nasdaq, $2 on this guy. So a little bit up, less commissions, but you know, the volatility on the Nasdaq is crazy. I mean, I'm trading with my 80 tick stop, and it just looks like nothing. When I took one of these trades, it was like, yeah, I had to make it twice as big just to be on the right side of things. So it just too volatile right now on this guy. ES is a little bit better, but it's to trade, I think, under these circumstances. Alrighty, guys, we'll leave it there. I'll see you back bright and early tomorrow, and see how the Fed day goes. Alrighty, guys, later.